All right, everyone. Welcome back to the podcast. It has finally returned. It's been a while since we've done this. Used, unless you've looked at my old videos. But yeah, we've brought this back. I don't usually do this during the summertime. It's fun to bring it back. Already, so we got quite a bit of people in the chat already. Got Wood Incarnation. Thanks for joining. I know he's huge to the NASCAR community. You got Luna29. So yeah, I posted this stream on Twitter, so hopefully the others arrive shortly. Yeah, so today probably gonna talk about NASCAR Heat 3, the future of 704 games, the future of NASCAR, the future of my channel, Q&A, so you guys can ask me questions, give me the best questions you got. So yeah, what's up everyone? Seed Games, Sean, yep, here is everyone. Yeah, alright. First thing I just want to say thank you for 114 subscribers. Yeah, it's kind of shocking, honestly, because most of these videos on the week I just upload real quick, you know, the first thing I can think of. Just trying to, I don't know, just giving you guys this content on the week, just thinking of anything that comes to mind, quick videos. It's honestly surprising that that many people are that committed to pushing the subscribe button, and just want to say thanks to everyone who subscribed. So what topic do you guys want to talk about first? What do you feel like I should talk about? I think we're gonna do questions third. We will probably talk about what was I gonna say? Was it NASCAR Heat 3? I don't know, but already forgetting things. But yeah, it's been a while since I've done the podcast. It's just me today, so we're gonna see how long we can get into this. I'm gonna try to make it an hour long. Last time it disconnected halfway through the thing, and I still had a lot of things to talk about, so yeah. Anyways, my channel is it's gonna get way better than this. Like, when I have more time, the videos are gonna have better quality. It's gonna be much better quality. And what I mean by that is, like, not like actual quality, but like the editing and stuff. I'm gonna put more effort into it, and I already do, but just with the amount of time I have. So when I get more time, the videos are gonna get much better. I'm not gonna have 2-minute videos every day. They're probably gonna be like around maybe 5-10 minutes, so something like that. I'm not running out of content or anything. It's just, you know, I ain't got too much time right now, especially with school just starting up. It's pretty hectic right now. But yeah, so let's talk about the announcements. Some of you might already know this if you're friends with me on Twitter or in a chat with me or something. But I will be having a stop motion series on my channel, and it will be called the Lumar Cup Series, Lumar NASCAR Cup Series. It's the window repair company, if you didn't know. Thanks, James. Yeah, I was watching actually right before this, the Xfinity race, but I left off around like the caution before they went to the last stage, I think. Probably like a few laps into the third stage. So yeah, that's where I left off. But that's the first announcement. If you guys want to know the drivers that are in the stop motion series, actually let me say this real quick. The reason why I'm doing this podcast solo today is because I want to get used to it. So in case if like my other two guests, which are Smoke Carbon 13 and Taz, in case they can't show up, I'm used to doing this by myself. So yeah, I think this is technically season 2 of this podcast, because I don't do these during the summer. That's the break. Even though it's halfway through the NASCAR season, it's the beginning of my season for the podcast. And that's perfect timing, because that's like right when silly season starts, and I can make predictions and stuff like that, which I'll get into later. But the drivers in my league, most of them are big names. And considering that I am very strict with what's in the league, I'm trying to make them all 2018 cars, of course. There is one car in the field that is not from 2018, and I'll say that at the end. But you're probably wondering if your favorite driver's in there. Probably. Let me try to list all the drivers. Okay, you got Alex Bowman, of course, because why not? You got Jimmy Johnson, William Byron, Chase Elliott, Brad Keselowski, Joey Logano, Ryan Blaney, Kyle Busch. Sorry, Seed Games. Kyle Busch, alright. Suarez. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting the other one. Denny Hamlin. Why am I forgetting them? Ryan Newman, because they're not in front of me right now. All the cars are lined up on a counter in a different room. You got Ryan Newman, Austin Dillon's in there. I know a lot of you guys hate him. I personally, I'm glad that someone's driving the 3, because it just makes me feel happy when I see the 3 on the track. But I understand he doesn't have the most talent in the world. But oh god, Ryan Newman, Austin Dillon, Trevor Baynes in there. I don't know if I'll make him Matt Kenseth. Who are the other ones? There's so many other drivers I'm forgetting about. And others. I'm seriously trying to remember. Bubba Wallace. Yeah. And I just got his STP car the other day. But right now in the first race, he'll be driving the click and close car. That's the only ones I can think of right now, because I don't want to get up in the middle of a podcast. But yeah, so that's the ones I can think of right now. There's more. But the big thing is, though, you're probably wondering, how come he hasn't mentioned 2 of the big 3 yet? And that's because I haven't got them yet, which is sad. According to the driver that I'm about to tell you, who I haven't told you yet, the one car that hasn't or doesn't have a 2018 paint scheme is Jeffrey Earnhardt driving the Corvette Parts throwback car. Now, you're probably wondering why I put that in there when I want all the 2018 cars in there. That's basically because Jeffrey Earnhardt doesn't have an official paint scheme or number. He switches all the time, and so I just figured might as well put him in a car that I think it looks really nice, and it could fit for any year. It's the Ford Fusion. And yeah, I need Truex Jr. Carbon. They're in my Walmart. I just haven't got them yet. But who else do I can start it. I'm not like Super Squad. Technically, if that's the only way you can say my last name, yeah, I am technically. But yeah, I don't have 2 of the big 3, which is honestly sad. And I have Austin Dillon, Trevor Bayne, and Jeffrey in there. So that's a little funny to me, but I will get them soon. Oh, and they're probably all the races are probably going to be all at the same racetrack. So I might make it a roval, like every other race might be a roval or something like that. Oh my god, Super Squad. But anyways, that I don't know what because I'm trying to make the track very detailed. You know, parents gonna help me out with it. We're gonna try to make it very realistic, but you know, try to make it one of the best stop motion tracks in YouTube land. Let's get to the other announcement. What is it? Oh yeah. Speaking of earlier when I said that my videos are gonna be like edited a lot more, I'm going to have a documentary about NASCAR. It's gonna be really good. I'm gonna do the voiceover, everything. I'm gonna try to make it Morgan Freeman style, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's gonna be pretty good. I'm not sure what kind of topic in NASCAR I'm gonna talk about. Probably how I became a fan of it, or probably just about NASCAR for beginners and stuff like that. But either way, it's gonna be a pretty good documentary. I'm gonna try to make it like an hour long. Who knows, maybe 30 minutes, 20 minutes. I don't honestly know. Talk about Despacito. You know, I liked that song when it first came out, and I still do. And every once in a while I get bored of it, and then after a while I like it again. Basically, like any other song that I've listened to. Okay. But yeah, that documentary is gonna be pretty cool. You should check it out. When will it come out? Probably sometime around December, maybe. So yeah, I said I would upload it before 2019. So Carnation. But yeah. So we've talked about my channel, the two announcements, really three. But yeah, what topic do you want to get into next, really? Like what do you want me to talk about? Because I have a few ideas. I don't know if they'll last for an hour. We're in 13 minutes already, and we're already checked out a topic. But what do you want me to talk about? Okay, I can't look at the race right now, but yeah. All right, let's talk about other NASCAR YouTubers. So, ones that I like and ones that I don't like. I don't like too many of them. I like most of them. I can give my review on most of them. No, Carnation, something about NASCAR motorsports. I'm not talking about praising Jesus. I don't get religious in public. I'm sorry. But okay. Let's start off with Michael Marutz. Y'all might know him. Morgan Shepherd. I don't follow him too much because I don't know. It's just I don't follow too many of the Xfinity drivers. Although I do appreciate that he is that old and he's still racing, which is amazing. And definitely give someone from the Truck Series a ride, and he can watch the rest of the races on TV, watch some golf. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, YouTubers that I like, NASCAR YouTubers, my opinions on them. Michael Marutz was the first one I was going to talk about. Honestly, he is one of my favorite YouTubers of all time because he's really good at making people laugh. The thing is, though, you gotta have a certain personality to like Michael, because when you're just watching Michael out in public, like if you were to do a social experiment and watch Michael's YouTube videos out in public, you would get a dirty look at most of the people who walk by you. And that's because, you know, when you aren't watching a video and it's annoying, people are just gonna get mad. But, you know, when you're actually watching it, you have time to watch it, and you're getting into it, you're a NASCAR fan, then it's just funny because the way he gets mad is, I understand that people don't like yelling all the time constantly, but the things he gets mad at and the things that he does when he gets mad, it's insane. It's different, which is why I like him. But yeah, he plays a different variety of games, like, you guys know him, but another one that I really like is okay, Carnation is just crazy, so we'll get on that, but we know that it's just the comments he posts on videos sometimes. Yeah, but the second big YouTuber we're going to talk about is probably Disco Inferno 70. You guys probably heard of him too. He does reviews in his room about NASCAR Heat 3. Any NASCAR game that comes out, he talks about his opinions and stuff like that. And I think that, they're really good. Like, he's very realistic about his decisions and opinions and all that. Like, he's an honest guy, and I like that. One of the biggest reasons why I like him is because I agree with a lot of the things he has to say, and that's probably one of them. Only thing I disagree with him about is probably he doesn't like pack racing, but I can't blame him. I understand for people who haven't seen it in person. When your favorite driver is Dale Jr. and you're at Daytona, your home track's Daytona, there's no way you can hate plate racing. But yeah, who else? Let me see. Real Radman, he's pretty good. He's probably the most popular NASCAR YouTuber besides IDK player at the moment, because even though he doesn't have the most subscribers, or the second most subscribers, he's still pretty popular at the moment because of what people are talking about now and trends and stuff. But yeah, Real Radman is, he has those funny intros. I enjoy his iRacing videos, and he has great race reviews. He's honest too, just like Disco. And yeah, Windvow is another one too. I really enjoyed his diecast reviews. They were really good. It was like ASMR, but with model cars, if you could put it that way. And they were really good. He stopped doing them. I really enjoy his iRacing videos as well. I like his technique in racing on iRacing and stuff. I like watching him on LSR TV, I believe it's called. But yeah, his videos are good too. He has good gameplay of Heat 2 and all that. He's probably another one that good. He's a good gamer too. I like ASMR. It's not ASMR, it's like ASMR. I honestly hate ASMR, I'm sorry. I am ASMR, like, I know Carbon called me ASMR one time, because I was, like, talking really quietly. But yeah. Let me see, who else? Other YouTubers. IDK player. Yeah, he is really good. His best talent for making videos on YouTube is honestly getting the info. Like, the info for Heat 3, all that leaked info, he is always the first most of the time, actually. But he's really good at giving info. I don't like that he's uploading too many Heat 3 videos, because he's trying to get everyone hyped. But even if this game turns out to be good, do you really want to overhype it for yourself? Yeah, you're right, he's very energetic, but when you're hyped, that's how you act. And I can tell he's excited for the game, just like everyone in his comment section. I'm excited for it too, especially finding out that they fixed the physics a little bit, so that's gonna be good news for me, since I have stability off in multiplayer racing. So that's good news for me, since I'm always the first to get spun on a restart. You guys watch my videos sometimes. I don't know how much, honestly, though, but still, you know I'm always the first to wreck during the race because of that. But, you know, I don't like using it during the races, to be honest, because it makes you a lot slower. I first used it when the game came out. The best I could get was third. Now you see I get a few wins every now and then with it, so, or without it, so. Dang. Chase. Yeah. I'll check on the race later. But, let's, we can get into the Heat 3 topic now. It's probably going to take up about 20 minutes, 15 minutes of the podcast. So, NASCAR Heat 3 up overtime. Okay. Anyways, Heat 3, what I think of it. Okay, this is going to be my prediction video as well for Heat 3. For NASCAR Heat 3, what do I think of it? I think they have done much better in a smaller amount of time, and I think these guys can get in the right direction if they keep going, and you know, keep going with like the amount of work and progress they put into it each year. And it's just 704 isn't the best gaming company, but I will say that they could get there. They could definitely get with the PS5. Then I say that they will probably beat Thunder 2004 without a doubt. And you know, that's Thunder 2003 is my favorite game, but because I like the paint schemes in it. But they're almost the same, honestly. But yeah, like the paint schemes is honestly. But yeah, so I think that if they keep going with this, oh boy, my Wi-Fi. Anyways, if they keep going with how they're doing, like, see, they've added better graphics, which was at first in the first trailer that they've posted to YouTube. You couldn't really tell because a lot of the shots were quick, low quality, or just at nighttime or something like that. So you couldn't really tell, and you know, it got me. You know, I wasn't surprised that the graphics haven't changed that much, but like, it's just if we had new graphics, it'd be a lot more enjoyable to watch. You know, but it looks a lot better now with the new screenshots they have. I don't know, Carbon. But the graphics look better this year. They're good enough to like they're good enough for you to enjoy most of the time. You know, Heat 2, there was some times where it just got gross real quick, but the physics, I don't know. Like what Disco said, it's a big question mark for him. They said that they made the car tighter, which means I don't know what, because this either means that they could have, like, when you hit a car, it gets tighter, but if it affects your car while you're racing, that could change, because, you know, Bristol's going to be impossible if they make your car tighter, and you know, what if you take your stability help off? Is it going to be the same? Like what they said, loosey-goosey, quote-unquote, Sean Wilson, like other years. But it's going to be interesting to see what they come up with for the new physics. I mean, I know they tweaked it. They didn't technically update it. They just tweaked it. So hopefully it goes for some clean, good racing online a little bit at least. Oh, you want to know how I pronounce my last name, even though I've told you a billion times. Okay, Torado. That's how you say it. Torado. It's not that difficult, honestly, but you know, whatever. Okay, you guys give me the update on the race, but I'm gonna keep going on with the podcast. So, other than the graphics and the physics, career mode looks really, really good. And I'm kind of disappointed that I'm not really that interested in the career mode. I mean, it's just I'm not really interested in career mode that much because I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's just I don't like when I like to do races. I like to do long races, and the fact and to think about that you've done 36 100% races all just for a fake virtual championship, it doesn't really make me happy. Like, if I'm gonna spend that much time on a game to win something big, it has to be something like physical, like a trophy, you know? But I understand, obviously, they're not gonna, Ed Martin's gonna come walk in your house and give you a trophy if you win, but, you know, I would be okay with it if I did, like, 25% races like what I do with the championship mode. That's why I don't really go to 100. But I do like to do quick races because you're not doing 36 races. You're just doing one full race. You're testing your pit strategy skills. You're testing your racing skills. Everything that comes with racing and that you have to be prepared for a race is all down in that 2 hours, 3 hours. And the winner's the winner. So, that's the part of the reason why I hope you can share your stats with online, like your offline stats to online, because, you know, it's you know, it's kind of like KD on a killing game, you know. People want to know how many guys you've killed in a game, you know, show off your skills. Not that many people can see that on racing games. So, you know, when you're doing 100% length races, you know, it'd be good if people could see your stats in that, because it shows how good of a racer you're in. And that's part of the reason why I'm happy they've added, I'm not sure 100% how it works yet, no one knows, but they've claimed to have a point system or a ranking system online. You get, when you pre-order NASCAR 3D, you get a platter of waffles. No, you do get Austin Dillon's Daytona 500 car though, which honestly I'm happy, even though he didn't really damage it that much, because I mean there's gotta be, you know, when they do the raced version diecast and the paint schemes on games, they go extra detail on the car even if they don't have scratches. So I'm happy for that. That's the race I went to. Thank God I went to one of the 2 Chevy wins this year. Michael went to a Chevy win. I think Michael's fans is what causes, or Michael and Michael's fans is what causes Chevys to win. Like, if you think about it, I mean, Carbon, when you go to the Roval or Martinsville, there could be another Chevy win. But I'm really hoping that a Chevy Chevys could win more often, because I think they will tomorrow, considering how many dominant Chevys there has been so far this weekend. Which is the first one's definitely Larson, and you got Chase Elliott, who's been up there. You got William Byron. I'm not sure who else is in there. I believe Newman. He's always up in the top 10 though. Bowman, he could win. I'm saying this for several reasons. Even though I predicted Truex to win Bristol, I honestly don't know why. I should have picked Kyle Busch. But main reason why right now Bowman is on one of the top drivers on my list for this race is because Larson won. Congrats, Carbon. Congrats, Larson. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, so 2 Chevys won. One in the Truck Series, one in the Xfinity Series. Now it's time for another Chevy to win in the Cup Series. Yeah, but yeah, these Chevys have been doing much better, obviously, as you can tell from Watkins Glen. But he was really like he was the only dominant Chevy at Watkins Glen Chase. So without Kyle Busch not being, or the mistake they had on pit road, I honestly would have thought that Kyle Busch would have won that, because he was flying by everyone, and even though earlier in the race he couldn't pass Chase Elliott, you've seen like a few laps before that caution he was whooping Chase. So I honestly don't know, but I gotta go look at it. He was really fast within those last few laps, Kyle Busch, which I don't want to say, but let's not think about that. Anyways, Chevy, they're definitely, I think they'll definitely get a win tomorrow night, because Larson is pulling away. You got, yeah, I hope Larson wins. That'd be nice. But I'm sorry, Carbon, but I really, really, really need, and I'm saying, still has plenty of tracks on his list that he can dominate. And I think it's possible for him to dominate still this late in the season. Who knows? He could possibly be part of the Big Four maybe. But yeah, I know. I know Super Squad, but still, Kyle Busch, he was still fast though. I'm not saying Chase was slow, okay? I'm just saying that Kyle Busch was he was fast, trust me. But still, you seen that? Okay, now think about this, Super Squad. Chase messed up in turn 1 on the last lap. What if Kyle Busch was there? And he was even closer than Truex was. Now you start to think of it differently. I don't want to think of that, honestly, but, Chase Elliott honestly deserved that win, and I was happy that day for him. But I think Larson can get the win tomorrow, definitely, as long as he doesn't make any mistakes tomorrow. I say Larson wins the race. We call it a day. If he does, you still got very dominant so far this weekend Chase Elliott. Who else is up there? I honestly can't think of any more Chevys. I know Blaney was up there. Forgot the other Ford. Wasn't Harvick, was it? Anyways. Yeah. Larson can basically get the win tomorrow if he doesn't make any mistakes. If his pit crew doesn't make any mistakes. Spotter. Everyone on the whole team. So. Let me see if I can go back to the Heat 3 topic. Where I left off. We were talking about graphics, physics, career mode. Online I can't really talk too much about that yet, since I don't know what's going to be with it. Esports tournaments. I heard that it's made football games in the past horrible, other games in the past horrible. But hopefully it doesn't for NASCAR Heat 3. I don't really know how it could make it worse if esports tournament sounds like a professional thing. Online sounds fun though. We got the 360 cam. I know Michael's going to be using that a lot. I'm not going to try to use it too much, only if I really, really need to. But I know I'm going to enjoy the game a lot. The games, if they keep the engine sounds, because I remember last year during leak footage of Heat 2, the engine sounds were different than when it released. So if they're only a few weeks away from release, so most likely they're going to keep those sounds, but most likely they will, and if they do, it's going to be a much enjoyable game to listen to. It's going to be much enjoyable game to look at all the time. And you just got to remember that most of those video clips in the trailer are like 720p. So or what was it, 420p or something like that? I don't know, but it won't look like that when you get the game. And I'm disappointed that PlayStation isn't going to allow you to pre-order the game digitally this year. Hold on. But yeah, Xbox will. Um, I don't know if they have deals with Microsoft or anything like that. But oh, 480p. Yeah, thanks for the correction. Yeah, I thought it was something around there. But I don't really get that. Maybe they don't want to. You know what? I think it could be a business gimmick, if you want to call it. Maybe they don't want us to see like how like the graphics are almost the same. Because when the first gameplay came out, back when the Daytona race was going on, it didn't look too different from Heat 2. So they could be using that as a gimmick for them to think, oh well, it looked a lot better in those edited, screenshotted photos that you see on Twitter, because those are edited like a lot. Like they actually, you know, changed the. I know Super Squad likes to turn up the saturation in the photos. So yeah, that's kind of what they do, except they don't make it look like a meme. But yeah, they put a lot of work into those screenshots. They boost the saturation, yeah. But they work a lot on those screenshots, so that's part of it to the gimmick. You know, you got and you got they also edit some of the footage too, which I noticed. Don't think I can't notice that. I also do that sometimes too. I edit the clips so they don't look as horrible, but the coloring and the lighting and stuff like that. But yeah, if that's what they do to like make you think that the graphics are the same as last year, it's just graphics. They were okay last year. You don't need to hide that, but I know no one from 704 is listening. Yeah, Super Squad, I know you're the master at saturated photos. I know. You don't need to tell me twice. But yeah, that's probably a reason for it. But besides graphics, let's get away from graphics. Danica Patrick. Let me see who else. Daniel Hemrick. Few others. Was it I forgot who was in the not the 99 car. I don't. It was like a 90 something, I think. It's like a black and orange car. I can't believe I forgot, but that driver, Danica Patrick and Daniel Hemrick, it's good to see him in the game. I'm glad to see him in the game, because I don't know. I was like 50-50 on if Danica was going to be in the game, you know, because it was a one race deal, but it's still a good car to put in the field if you don't really have any more sponsors and drivers that you could really put in the field. So she's like a last choice. Daniel Hemrick is also a good one too. I think me and Carbon have decided to like make his car the Kermit crew, because I don't think we're able to use the number 8 anymore for the paint booth, because he's in the game, Daniel Hemrick. So we're probably going to use him as the Kermit crew cars. If not, we'll, because I know, who knows, maybe my channel could get a crew this year. I don't know, but if you guys want to know how Kermit crew was invented, we were racing online, practicing for Michael's stream one day, and because like we were playing a lot of Gran Turismo and stuff, so we wanted to go back on Heat 2, and we were at Atlanta. No, it was after. I guess we were switching series. Yeah, I believe that was what we were doing. We were switching from Cup Series to Xfinity Series. We wanted to do a lobby in Xfinity Series. And yeah, Super Squad crew. That sounds actually good, because that'd be good for paint schemes, because you got a very colorful profile picture. So you know, you got the green and the blue and the red. That's, yeah. Maybe a little bit of yellow, throw it in there. Yeah, that would be good though. But how we came up with it, so we were switching, and of course, in order to change your paint scheme, you gotta leave the lobby. So what I did was, earlier we were talking about how Carbon's paint scheme was like really iconic somehow, because he just put random sponsors and colors together in the car, and it kind of became a meme somehow. Memes just come out of nowhere. They aren't planned. But I was like, it'd be a great idea to troll Carbon. So I didn't have any pictures of the car, so I just tried my best. I looked at it, or I tried to look at the car before I went to make the paint scheme as best as I could, so I could make it accurate. And it was kind of a knockoff, since it wasn't that accurate, but it was pretty funny. I thought it was good enough to troll him. So we were at Atlanta in the Xfinity cars, and I just pull up behind him, and he's like, "What the heck is that?" So I just go around him, and it was funny. We were sort of laughing. C decided to do it too. He said we should all have the car, and at this moment right now, we were all thinking, just for now, while we were practicing for a stream, just to have the same paint scheme. And then I thought I had a good idea. Me and Beastman thought it would be a good idea to use all the same paint schemes in Michael's stream. So I thought it would be a good idea, and I believe Seed was the one who decided to call it the Kermit Crew. I believe I didn't come up with it for sure. Carbon, he was the one with the paint scheme, so I guess that's how Kermit Crew was invented. And it just went on from there. We retired it around a few streams ago, probably like 2 or 3 weeks ago. We retired it. Yeah, I know it's lagging a bit. Just there's nothing I can really do. I'm gonna just try to wait it out, I guess. But dang, 43 minutes talking to myself. I'm starting to think that I'm almost as crazy as Michael now. Anyways, I know, let me see, I think Super Squad's like the only one here. I'm not sure. I can't see the stream count, but if you want to ask me any questions, you can. I'm just going to keep going on with, I'll probably talk about the future of NASCAR next. Oh, Wanton Carnation's still here. Alright. Yeah. See, I can't see the stream count, and he was the only one commenting, so. But, let me talk about what I think will happen. Okay, it says 5 people. Whoa! Anyways, future of NASCAR, what I think it's gonna happen. So basically, I don't think it's gonna die. Honestly, that's just crazy talk. I honestly don't think that NASCAR is going anywhere within the next 10 years. The ratings are gonna go back up, honestly. And I know that a few people have said that before, but that's what I agree with. That's my opinion as well. It's just, it's in a bad moment right now, with, I think politics is part of the reason, and the new Gen 6 cars are definitely a part of it too, and Brian France is also part of it. Yeah, I know what you mean, but I don't think it's gonna stay like this forever, Carnation. I think that it's gonna get better, because Brian France, he's gonna, I don't think he's gonna try to leave soon, but I feel like something is definitely gonna come along to a point where we just decide to kick him out, and I don't know how, but I definitely feel it coming soon. Even if he doesn't leave, I feel like the way that cars will be built in the future, like the street versions, they're probably gonna start, since futuristic cars now Like they're starting to make them like more futuristic instead of like old style muscle cars and sports cars. They're gonna probably end up looking something like the Gen 4 cars, since they were like, I don't know, like something similar to that shape. I feel like it could go back in that direction where aerodynamics isn't such a problem. But the aero package, I heard that it could change something to like 2014, so that could be a good thing. I haven't read the whole 2019 package article thingy, but I do know that that they're supposed to bring down the horsepower. If that's something I heard, I don't know if that's a rumor or not, but that's something I have read, either if it's true or not. But these cars are definitely part of the reason. Brian France is a reason. Sponsors leaving, drivers leaving. Most certainly Dale Earnhardt Jr., the big name drivers that are leaving. Casey Kane, Elliott Sadler is definitely a big name since he was around since early 2000s. Okay, so Tesla, Dodge, and Chrysler. I'm sure if Dodge wanted to join NASCAR, they would definitely expand. I should say expand because they're already in NASCAR. What, 2 cars, 1 car now, I believe. So that's expanding. If they were to join NASCAR, then they wouldn't have Dodges in there, but they're still in there. There's 1 or 2 cars in there that have Dodge, but yeah, I think a few manufacturers will want to step into the game. I think that Honda could be an option. Tesla, I don't see happening because I don't know how many drinks it's gonna take for Brian France to realize that you know where I'm getting at. But yeah, I know he doesn't make the best decisions, but I don't think he'll ever make them electric. If anything, you know what? If anything, I believe that NASCAR will have a own series for that, for electric cars, kind of like Formula E, but different. I don't know. It'd be kind of weird seeing like the pit stops. If you ever watched Formula E, they don't have pit stops. They just charge the cars. So what they do is they pull into their garage, jump out, get in the other car, and then drive away. So it'd be interesting to see that in stock cars. Probably see drivers tripping, trying to get out of the window net and stuff like that. It'd be honestly hilarious to see. But yeah, I could see an electric NASCAR series coming to NASCAR. Obviously, I just said NASCAR series 2 seconds ago, but yeah, that's I don't think it's like, I'm not saying it will happen, and I'm not saying there's a huge chance, but I'm saying I could see it happening. I don't think it's impossible. What else? If you guys want to ask questions, you can. I got 10 minutes. Alright, Chrysler. Yeah, they used to be in NASCAR a long time ago, so I think that would be a good car to come back. I don't know what car they would use. Oh no, PS4 will rest in 10 minutes. Well, you know what? That's perfect timing. No, I don't want it to shut off. I don't know what button to press. I don't want it to like disappear. Okay, good. I don't know if that did anything. Oh, okay. That's a good question. If Larson doesn't win, who will? I got 2 drivers in mind right now, and I know that one of them definitely you will agree with. The first one you won't. Kyle Busch. He's a master at Bristol somehow. You know, always getting wins. I wouldn't say that the sweep is a much of an accomplishment, considering that it's easy to wreck the kids when you're a veteran in the sport almost. So, yeah, I wouldn't call the sweep much of an accomplishment. I would say that winning there a lot though is, but I could say him, and the second one, Chase Elliott. I could see him winning. He lost a lot of his momentum at Michigan, but I could see it coming back. Yeah, I know. I can see him winning again. He's in the big three for a reason. But yeah, it's I would love to see Chase get a win at Bristol, and another possibility, which I didn't get to yet. I was going to talk about it way earlier in the stream podcast. That Bowman. Why I think Bowman has a good chance of winning. It's getting closer to the end of the season, and Bowman's down there in 16th, looking up at all the Hendrick drivers except for Byron. Bowman's just sitting there at the line, and he is yeah, but he is one of my picks to win Bristol, because I have never seen a driver. Okay, let me take that back. Like, I haven't seen much of the Hendrick drivers, or too many of the drivers, so dedicated to win, because he just wants to win so badly. If you've seen his interviews, he says, we're looking forward to wins. I've never heard Dale Jr. say that when I've been a fan of him, but that's because he was starting to get ready for retirement. That's not your biggest concern about racing before retirement. That's all you think about, is just leaving with a good impression. That's really the only thing you could worry about racing before retirement, and that's what Dale did. He was also he was known for being a great person at Class Act, but just couldn't get too many wins in his last 2 seasons. 2015 was a great season for him. 2014 was probably my favorite season of watching NASCAR out of the 7 years I've been watching. 8 years, I think. 7 or 8? 7. Yeah, okay. But 2014 was my favorite. But okay, I'm getting off topic here. So besides him being at the very bottom of the playoff standings to make it, he has gotten his second best career finish at Bristol this year. Was it a 5th place? That was his best for the time, or that was his best at the time, until Pocono, which I was very impressed at Pocono. He got a 3rd place finish. That was probably my favorite race of his to watch. Well, I would put that second. Honestly, I would have to say the Coke 400 was probably my favorite to watch for Bowman, because he wrecked. He was almost involved in all of the wrecks, and he still managed to get a top 10 finish. That's just amazing driving right there. That's just not just amazing driving, but honestly, I have to give it to the 88 pit members and all of them. They are such an amazing crew to work with. I'm saying that like I'm driving the 88, but you see what I mean? Like they're so good with working with Bowman, and they just fix his car like so well. I listen to the audio of the cars. Like, you seen me during the stream wearing those big headphones. I'm not listening to nothing. I'm listening to Bowman's pit crew and his spotter and all that, and I really want to know what's going on with my driver during the race, and it's much different than listening to the commentators. But Bowman is really good at Bristol, what I was trying to get at. And another reason, which isn't really a good reason to say why he would win, But he's driving a special paint scheme. And what did Chase Elliott win in at Watkins Glen? A special paint scheme. So I have to say that that's probably another reason why I think Bowman could win at Bristol, because that just looks like a victory lane car to me. It's so nice of a car. It's probably one of my favorite paint schemes of his so far this year. Still, Exalta's on top. The Exalta car is still my favorite, even though it's Dale Jr.'s without the bright yellow and the bright red. It's still my favorite Alex Bowman car. Second has to be the Nationwide, because God, that blue in the sun. And third, that would have to be my third favorite. Fourth favorite would have to be the Lumar car. Fifth favorite would have to be the Eagles car. If there's any other cars I'm forgetting. No. Okay. So that's probably my favorite paint schemes of his in order. My favorite Chase Elliott paint scheme has to be the one he won in that Sun Energy car. It's really nice. I didn't really like it at first because it was like all digital on a computer. It was like a graphic image of it, but now that I see it in person, it has like a really nice blue. It's just something about blue on. I think part of the reason why I like blue on cars so much is because Hendrick Motorsports, like not when they first started out, but like a few years ago, 2015 era, I just remembered that all of the cars, 2016 era actually, all of the cars on the team were blue, and it was just my favorite thing ever to look at, was all 4 Hendrick cars blue, and it kind of made them, you know, they looked more united, and as a team, you know. They don't really do that with the Toyota team so much, you know. You got Hamlin in the purple and Kyle, well, I would say yellow, but most of the time he runs the caramel car, which is like a dark blue, almost purple. And you got Matt Kenseth, or not Matt Kenseth, jeez, Eric Jones in the yellow, and you got Suarez in an orange color. So yeah, that's gonna, let me see, we got 1 more minute. I don't know if anyone else is still here. You got 1 minute to ask me the best question. I don't know if anyone's still here. So I'm just gonna wait 1 more minute. Once it reaches 10 o'clock, I'm gonna end it. Okay, so you got 1 minute. I know you're here. But you got 1 minute to ask me a question, if you want. The best question you could possibly think of. But by the way, if you want to know, the podcast will return. It's going to be a regular thing now again. It will be 9 o'clock every Friday night, hopefully. Almost every Friday night. I might be busy on Friday night sometimes. What's your favorite? What's your favorite everything? I don't know. Okay, I'll give you the basic things that you would probably see on a kindergarten quiz. Okay, favorite color, blue. I can't think of anything else. Favorite shape, a circle? I don't know. You already know my favorite manufacturer, Chevy. Gee, man, I don't know. Favorite everything. What's my favorite motorsport besides NASCAR? I like all motorsports, and that's kind of a difficult one to answer. I like open wheel racing. My favorite one of the two, probably IndyCar, because they do ovals as well, so I can relate more to it. And my first favorite motorsport for endurance racing is probably IMSA, kind of like, you know, the endurance long races and stuff. I don't have favorites, I'm sorry. Yeah. What else can I think of? Favorite ball sport would have to be baseball. I'm a Yankees fan. Please don't fight me if you're a Red Sox fan. Favorite game other than a racing game? Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's okay if you don't watch baseball. I'm not making you or anything. But, yeah, that's probably my favorite ball sport. Probably, I can't think of any other favorite things that people like, favorite food. It depends what I'm in the mood for. I can't go for anything right now because I already ate. But my favorite food, I don't know, probably my favorite foods are probably like Spanish food, Italian food, or some good barbecue. Favorite company? Nationwide, because they sponsor my boy Bowman, and when I get my new ride, I can count on them. So if some guy hits my car, I can have Bowman come out of the sky. He can land down like Mary Poppins, open his umbrella. He can come flying down, give it the nice magic touch, and then my car will be perfect again. And then he'll go flying back up in the sky. Alright, it's already 3 minutes past the end, or the deadline, so you can ask one more quick question and then I'm gonna end it. Yeah, that's true. It's really on his side, even on his actual side because of his fire suit. Even Dale. Alright, one more question. I can't believe I spent an hour talking to myself. So, Carbon and Taz, you need to consider making it next week, hopefully. I wanted to do this by myself today, so I could practice if I ever was an emergency. No, I don't. No, that's not. No, I don't. That's not the kind of Q&A I was asking for. Come on, one more actual question. Come on. You can go ask Michael those things. Whoa. I'm just waiting patiently. You know what? Yeah. Come on, you got a few more seconds if you want to ask anything. I just realized it's like 30 seconds behind. Oh, okay. That's the perfect question to end it off. Okay. When do I think I will get 1,000 subs? Probably a year and a half from now. Let me see, that would be, what is it, August now? Probably like I don't know, a year and a half from now. Yeah, that's probably my answer. Anyways, that's where I'm gonna end it, folks. I hope you enjoyed. Gonna try to, if you really enjoy my my videos and stuff, I don't like to ask this. I don't force anyone, but I'm just reminding you that the subscribe button is there. And if you really enjoy my content, my personality, my editing skills, you know, and you want to see me in the YouTube Pro series, then I recommend hitting that subscribe button. And I would really appreciate it, so I can make it into the Pro Series. Right now there's like a 0.5% chance that I'll make it in there. But yeah, that's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next video.